Sorry for the interruption. My headphones have been, you know, quite uh, broken, so they are out of operation uh, most of the time. Um, so I've talked about the instrument used in the song, right? Um, I use a bunch of synths from Reprod, Atmosphere, and Diva, and um, also I have like come to realize that the Jupiter A from Roland are not that usable and applicable. It's almost like non-applicable um, in other records I've made, even though it's fun and disco retro records. So I just decided the Rolling Tribute is not like, it's definitely not a go-to for me. But on the other hand, the Juno 60 is, it has a hugely applicable sound band. And the Diva Atmosphere, oh my god, like all the sound sets in Atmosphere and Diva work, most of the time, and they are just, the best things, the best soft synths so far to me, and in my collection. And the synths snap, the chords, the lead sound. I think that's it, right? That's it for the instrument. Yeah. So let's move on to the mixing process. So in this track, I have utilized a bunch of techniques and processing methodologies to make it sound like an analog record, make it sound very, humanistic, and textural, and organic. Yeah, that's the one. Organic. Even though I have used a bunch of synthetic sounds. They are not the real machines, not the real synthesizers. I try to integrate the liveliness, the unpredictability, the groove, the randomness to the sound of these synths and the drum sounds. For example, on the hi-hat, I use the Dabeull, the Panman tremolo to make it, moving throughout the record, and just like what did I do with that? And the kick, after I have added the harmonics to the kick, I try to play it, in different volumes, just a dB and a half difference between the kicks, so that it's not like stable, it's not static the whole track, the whole time. I try my best to make it, kind of has a human groove to it. So and I layer the top snare, the bottom snare, 3 claps for the huge sound in the original track that Dabeull have done. What else? And the cowbell. Yeah, all of those tracks has harmonic saturation in them, because I subjectively complement harmonics to those sounds to make them richer and thicker and denser. On the drum bugs, I think I used the machine head, the CLA3A NLS Fire the Ash. Oh yeah, there were such basic tools that I got in my templates. In the instrument, I use EQ to shape them, and all the harmonics, EQ stuff on the bass. For the bass, I use the transient shaper, virtual mix bus, and sorry, I forgot that the vintage warmer. Yeah, so I don't focus on the dynamics, because I want to, I don't want to deprive the human ear of the track by using a bunch of compressors. No, I mainly process these individual tracks and individual buses with EQ and saturation. Even though a crash and a cowbell has harmonics addition to them. So, it's like running them through preamps. So, and on the mix bus, I just use what I've got on my template. SPL machine had a Potec EQ. What else? The Frost the bus saturation EQ, and gain added from Frost VSC3 NEEP 33609, Ozone Vintage Limited. What else? I remember I've got the SSL on the drum bus as well. Yeah, so the mix bus has brought a bunch of volumes to the record, and when it is browsed at the end of the day, I am satisfied with the mix. So I have developed my mixing techniques that is suitable for production sessions like this. I don't want to. I've spent the past few years on mixing and mastering, and I just try to, you know, um, minimize them and, you know, use these tools effectively to enhance my production. So I'm not focusing, concentrating, mixing and mastering too much, because I just want to make the beats good music. So these mixing techniques, these tools, go-to mixing tools would, you know, complement to the sound of the music and elevate the music, like elevate the beat to certain extent. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay? So I think I have found a very interesting way to bounce these tracks, and that is I'm using the pin from Acoustica, which is an emulation of the API 2500. It's got a big gain boost, and the width, the depth that it brings sounds like magic to me, just like magic. I put them on individual buses and other mixed buses as well, and I can see it's quite a powerful, you know, technique that I accidentally come across. I bounced the track a couple of times, and I don't know, I finished tracks today, and totally it took me about 3 days to make it. It's quite simple tracks, just 16 bars of the verses and 8 bars of chords. Quite simple, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I've got a chance to apply what I've got in the template, as well as the experience of selecting samples through the drum machine sample packs, through the synthesizers. Yeah, that's quite valuable. You know, I'm learning through every single project or session that I am involved in. I'm grateful for that. I never never take for granted these time, these efforts that I have put in. So, and I'm about to finish this washing task. I think after this I'm gonna work out a little bit. Recently I have not exercised much, like on a regular basis. So I got an interview Friday on the IO Center, and the curriculum is National Independence Celebration. So I'm gonna be in my hometown very soon. So I am done with the dishwashing task now. As you can see, I have moved to a new home since the end of July, and I have tried to adapt to the new environment, the new studio, and it's challenging for me because the room is pretty echoed, but I'm saving to build a studio. Like at the moment I can't afford all the acoustic treatment options, including all the bass traps and the absorptions, diffusers, but I even though I'm in a financial crisis now, but I have never ever wanted to give up. I have been always obsessed with the sound of the world class records, or the top chart records, but gradually I have come closer to the quality of those records. I know that I'm getting better and better every day. I don't want to stop. I always say to myself that everything will be okay. So I never stop learning, never stop making them better, because I believe in myself, I believe in my vision. So just a short reflection on today, and my thought on the production of Dabeull electric night session. I think the next reflection, maybe on the holiday when I am at my hometown. So next time I'm gonna be listing all those all the ideas that I'm gonna be talking on the reflection video. So I think I have expressed all of my thoughts right now. So this is gonna be the end of today's reflection. So it's been quite long. So goodbye, and see me again very soon.